what you experience is more important than your projected image of what other people see. Your body is just a body. It's your soul is what's important, and our soul wants to experience things. So yeah. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So the light's probably going to start getting dull soon, and I really hope it's not because it's late afternoon, but I've been wanting to film this video and I'm kind of in the mood to film it now, and I don't think I could film it any other time if I wasn't in the mood. I was so like pumped to film this before. I was like, yes, I'm going to film this video, I'm going to chat about this, and now that I'm sitting here, like I have butterflies. I'm so nervous because this is just something that I don't really talk about unless I'm talking to someone I'm like really close to. But it's just something that I really want to tell you about and share with you because I feel like a lot of people here could relate to what I'm going to say. Being on like YouTube as like a beauty channel, obviously a lot of you guys watching are very like image focused and you like to look your best. So it'd be very understandable if you would have similar issues to me. So I just really feel like it's important that I speak about this. I'm not going to go into detail about a lot of things. There's certain things that I've been thinking about lately, or focusing on so much lately, that I just want to talk to you about. And I think it's going to be a bit therapeutic for myself included if I do so. So for as long as I can remember, I have had major issues with body image. As young as like 10 years old, I wouldn't say I thought I was fat, but I just was never happy with my body. I have E-cup breasts, so I started developing very young. I was like about 10, 11 years old. I was in primary school when I started to hit puberty and started to grow breasts. And I remember when I was in like year 5 or 6, a particular girl started making fun of me and was saying things like, oh, I'm Stephanie Bailey and I have big boobies, and like things like that. So from a very young age, I had noticed that people were aware of my body and my body's changes and the way that it looked. I know it sounds really silly, but like coming from someone who has spent time in therapy working through these issues before, it has been a lot of things leading up to my own personal issues that I have with body image, and you wouldn't think that, I can't even speak. A lot of people are just like, oh, you must be so confident, and oh, like you used to post selfies and you like image based online, so you must be aware that you're attractive. Something that I have always felt is this massive pressure to live up to an expectation. And it was always an expectation that I couldn't quite meet. Well, I felt that I couldn't quite meet. That's the thing, being young, people started noticing my body and they started noticing what my body looked like. In high school, my nickname was Tits, so it was always like, yes, we're paying attention to your body, you have big boobs, and we're gonna like draw attention to that fact. So I always felt like I was being looked at and watched. People, like my grandparents, were always so proud of me because I was the pretty grandchild. Like they would always be like, oh, look at the photos of my grandchild. Like things like that have just had this impact on me. So all through my youth I had these like issues. When I was in high school, I definitely was very obsessed with my weight. My weight was the biggest issue. If you notice, I don't do fashion videos. I don't really like to post selfies, or not selfies. I don't usually like to post fashion outfits, lookbook sort of things. If I do, I'm not gonna lie, I probably Facetune it a little bit to make myself look slimmer, which you shouldn't do, but it's just an insecurity that I have, and it's how I cope with that. When I was in high school, I definitely had some really big issues with weight. When I look back and read my journal entries from when I was like from about 16, 17, 18, they are very image focused, and it was always like, I need to get thinner, I'm having such a fat day, I'm so ugly, no one will like me because I'm so fat, I'm so ugly. I wasn't fat at all. I was actually, I genuinely think that I had some pretty severe eating issues when I was in high school, and I've completely blocked all of that out, and it wasn't until those issues were revisited a couple of years ago, for me pretty bad, that I realized that I actually had a pretty messed up high school situation as well, that I just wasn't willing to acknowledge was actually a disorder. I'm not going to like go into detail about like my issues with eating and my issues with you know, what I went through, all I will say is that yes, I have been in the past diagnosed with an eating disorder. I don't want to talk about what one it was. I don't want to talk about what I did or how it happened. That is definitely going to be for possibly a future video, but right now I don't feel comfortable enough to really speak about that in detail. But I have been noticing lately myself with my Euro trip that's coming up very, very soon. I am terrified. I am very excited, but I'm terrified, and it is the weirdest combination of feelings and emotions that you could possibly have. So one thing that I've been thinking about lately with this Euro trip coming up, I'm about to be going all over Europe by myself. I'm going to Croatia and Amsterdam. And what I've realized about this trip, I'm so excited for it, but one thing with me is that everything that I'm absolutely scared of is going to be on this trip, and I'm about to have to face every single fear that I have head on. So I am scared of water, I'm scared of flying, I'm scared of spiders, insects, everything, freaking sun because I get sunburnt, just everything. I'm scared of absolutely everything. Bungee jumping, I would never go do anything adventurous because I'm just such a flipping chicken, basically. But something that has come to my attention recently is that my actual biggest fears aren't related to the actual actions themselves. They are related to the fact that I have to show my body or my own personal appearance around those situations. People that know me know that I don't like to go to the beach. People that know me know that I am not a strong swimmer. It's not that I don't enjoy swimming, it's not that I don't enjoy the beach. I love the beach. I just don't like how I feel when I'm at the beach because I don't feel comfortable in a swimsuit. I have probably worn a swimsuit, like I could count on one hand in the past like 10 years how many times I have worn swimmers. And even like with my boyfriend last year in Europe, I was wearing a t-shirt over my swimwear, like, and I'm not fat, and like my boyfriend, I should be comfortable around him, but it holds me back. My self-consciousness of my own body holds me back from so much, and I'm about to go on this trip where I am going to be with all these strangers, all these fit girls, like, and I'm so absolutely terrified that I'm gonna hold myself back and I'm gonna ruin this trip because I don't have the confidence to enjoy it. And I just wanted to like put out there to you guys, because I think I need to say this like online because I need to say it therapeutically. How ridiculous is it that I would let my own feelings about my body, when no one freaking notices, no one cares what I look like, no one, like these random people that I haven't met before aren't going to be like, oh, I don't want to be friends with her because she's got like a little bit of extra flab on her like thigh. They're going to like me if I'm like a friendly person and I have like a fun time. And I just really want to like express to you how important it is that these fears, if you are self-conscious, that we don't let these fears stop us from enjoying ourselves. There's this little part of my brain that I always like hide things in, and I think for this trip I think it's so important that I put those worries inside that little box, and I just, like Zoella says, just say yes, just do it, just put it away. I will feel it, but I need to pretend that I'm not feeling it, and then eventually hopefully I'm not going to feel it. Any one of you who's watching right now, this trip for me is going to be so much fun. I know it's going to be amazing. I'm going to have an amazing time, but it is so terrifying, and I'm literally facing all of my fears head on. Like, it sounds ridiculous, but me standing on a beach in a swimsuit, me posting a photo of myself in a swimsuit, no matter how like thin you may think I am, it doesn't matter what size someone is, what matters is their body dysmorphic brain is coming up with something else. That's what actually matters, and it affects so many girls. But you watching me in Europe, if I am posting these things, if I am having a good time, which I'm going to, I'm so certain I'm going to, but please know that this is like the most terrifying thing for me, and this is honestly the scariest thing I've ever done in my entire life. And I am so determined to not let this beat me, and I'm so determined that this is going to be a life-changing moment for me, and I'm going to have an amazing time. And I just want to maybe like help you guys to realize that these things don't define us. Our hips don't define us, our stomach doesn't define us, our boob size doesn't define us. Who you are as a person defines you, and these people don't care. They're not going to be looking at you being like, picking you apart. Like, who cares if they think you've got a little bit of extra push? If you're a great person, you're having a fun time, they are going to love you and they're going to enjoy you. Why would you hold yourself back from doing something really, really fun and entertaining if just for like some stupid thing? Like, I'm going to flipping Croatia. Every time I say flipping, it's because I don't want to swear on camera, but I am going to Croatia. I wanted to go to Croatia forever. Like, I went to Greece last year and I didn't even swim. The one time I swam, I had a panic attack. I had a legit panic attack in the middle of the water, and it wasn't because, half of it was because I didn't know if I could swim, because I don't swim. I could swim, it turns out. But the other half is because I was so anxious because I was expected to be in swimwear around people. And how stupid is that? That I was around families, my own boyfriend, and like just people who don't even know me, and I was having a panic attack because I was so anxious about showing my flesh. Like, it's so ridiculous. Like, people, if you look on a beach, so many people are just having a good time and they just don't care, they don't think about it. Why do we let ourselves pick ourselves apart so much that it stops us from living our lives? From this day on, I can't promise you that I'm going to not think about these things. Obviously these things are there. I have been diagnosed with a disorder and it is technically classified as a disease. So these things are in my brain and I can help stop them and I can work through it, but it's still the way my brain processes things and I can't really help it completely. But I can try to overcome and let myself enjoy situations. Like, I can't let this hold me back, and I don't want any single person watching this video to ever let anything that you want to do be held back because of an insecurity you have in your own self. If you want to do something, you go ahead and you flipping do it. You do it. Just do it. Like, if you're really scared about something, but it's for something really stupid, like you're worried that people will judge you because you have a little bit of extra flab on your thighs or you haven't been squatting enough, like, just do it. Experience is so much more important than what you see. What you experience is more important than your projected image of what other people see. Your body is just a body. Your soul is what's important, and our soul wants to experience things. So yeah, my message here is that I am going to, on this trip, genuinely do everything. I'm going to do everything. I'm going to put it away and I'm just going to do everything. And it's terrifying. I am so scared, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. For me, this is like I'm jumping out of a plane. I literally feel more scared doing this than jumping out of a plane. I am also very glad that I'm going to be alone on this trip, because I feel like the pressure of having other people around me who don't know me and don't know my insecurities, and like if I had friends there, I would use them as a security blanket and they would know that I wouldn't want to swim, they would know that I wouldn't want to do this, so they wouldn't push me. But having people that don't know me there, I'm going to feel pressured to be something different, be someone fun and open and not self-conscious, and I think that's what I need. I think I need that push, and I'm really excited to do it because it is about time. So yeah, this has come from a big realization of my biggest fears, and I've realized that my biggest fear is not the ocean, my biggest fear is not spiders, my biggest fear is not, you know, death or the unknown, which I thought it was, but it's not. My biggest fear, and this is ridiculous, my biggest fear is my own body and seeing my own body and other people seeing my own body. My human body. I'm scared of myself. How stupid is that? But it's the truth. That is literally my biggest fear in the entire world is myself. And I'm going to overcome that, because you can never be outside of yourself. So if you are feeling anything similar to what I feel, please take from this, and please watch me go on my travels, follow me on Snapchat. I'm going to be doing everything, and just know every time I do something, just know that it is a goal reached, it is a barrier broken. I'm going to do this. I will do this and I will overcome this, because we only have one life and I refuse to regret anything in it. And yeah. So I know I touched on a lot of things that were quite sensitive, and I probably was just like rambling on about stuff there's lots of stuff in my life regarding to this that has all led up to this that I don't feel comfortable talking about yet, but I will feel comfortable talking about it eventually. I think this is the first step that I needed to take. I needed to just express that I have these emotions, and express that, like, if you're feeling this, you are not alone, because I feel it too. It doesn't matter what someone looks like, it doesn't matter what their size is, what their weight is, how tight their abs are. Like, the hottest person in the world doesn't think that they're the hottest person in the world, you know? Like, no matter what you look like, you might have the same issues. That's the thing with our brains. They're amazing things. They can be very sneaky and morph your body into something that it's not. But yeah, that's the thing. It's not important. Your body is not important, no matter what size you are. What's inside is what counts. I know this sounds silly coming from a beauty account, but it's so true. It is so, so true. And I just really want you guys to get that message from me today. Just say yes, just do it. Let that insecurity just disappear, because I'm going to. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know it's kind of random, but I was feeling it, I was thinking about it, and I just really wanted to sit down and express this to you, because if I don't do it when I'm in the mood to do it, it's never gonna happen. Like, I keep putting this off and putting this off. If you guys would be interested in hearing my story with to do with like eating disorders and issues like that, let me just disclaim here, I don't have an eating disorder currently. I am recovered, have been for a couple of years now, but one thing that you can't ever, I think, properly recover from are the thoughts that come with the disorder. You can stop the actions, but you can't always stop the emotions. So, and I think sometimes the emotions are even worse than the actions. But yeah, if you guys would like to hear more about that, I'm thinking of maybe doing a video when I hit 100,000 subscribers. Yeah, I hope this video has like somewhat helped or inspired one of you. Hopefully I can inspire you when I'm actually doing things. Yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely rest of your day, and remember that you are beautiful. Love yourself, because no matter what you look like, you are incredible and beautiful, and what matters is your soul and your heart, and that you're a good person and that you're a fun person. And yes, I'm gonna go edit this right now and put it live right now, because if I don't do it, I am never gonna do it. Have a lovely rest of your day.